Where is my mother?
She's alive. For now.
What do you want?
The diary.
And after I give it to you?
You'll get your mother back.
How do I know you keep your word?
You don't.
Tunde rushed to Chief Cole's mansion. Chief Cole could see the fear on his face. What happened? He asked. They've taken my mother. Chief Cole stood up immediately. Who? They want the diary. Chief Cole closed his eyes. This is my fault. Tunde looked at him. What do you mean? Chief Cole took a deep breath. 20 years ago, I should have told the police the truth.
Why didn't you? I was afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of losing everything. Silence filled the room. Then Chief Cole said quietly, your father lost his life because I stayed silent.
Tunde stared at him. Anger, pain, disbelief. Every emotion hit him at once. Another message arrived. A location. An abandoned shipyard in Apapa. Tunde insisted on going alone. Chief Cole disagreed. It's too dangerous. I don't have a choice. As night fell, Tunde arrived carrying the diary. Several armed men stepped out of the shadows. One of them spoke. Drop the diary. Tunde looked around. Where's my mother? A van door opened. Mama Tunde stepped out. Her face was bruised. Mama! She shook her head. Don't do it, Tunde! The masked leader pointed a gun at her. The diary. Slowly, Tunde placed it on the ground. The leader smiled. Good boy. Just as one of the men reached for it, police sirens echoed through the shipyard. Everyone froze. Gunfire erupted. The kidnappers scattered in different directions. In the confusion, someone grabbed the diary and disappeared into the darkness. The police rescued Mama Tunde. She was rushed to safety. Meanwhile, Inspector Musa chased the masked leader through rows of abandoned containers. The man climbed a staircase. Inspector Musa followed closely. Finally, they reached the rooftop of an old warehouse. There is nowhere left to run, Inspector Musa shouted. The masked man laughed.
Slowly, he removed his mask. Inspector Musa froze. Kunle? Tunde's cousin smiled coldly. You look surprised. Inspector Musa couldn't believe it. You've been working for them? Kunle laughed. I've been working with them. Before the inspector could arrest him, Kunle jumped onto a moving cargo truck below. He escaped once again. Back at home, Mama Tunde finally regained consciousness. She called Tunde to her bedside. There is something else your father left. Tunde looked at her. What is it? She reached beneath her pillow and handed him a small envelope. I was told never to open it unless our family was in danger. Tunde carefully opened it. Inside was a handwritten letter. It was from his father. He unfolded it slowly. The final paragraph read, if Mr. Balogun is still alive, then the money was never the real secret. Tunde frowned. What money? He continued reading. Then his eyes widened. The letter revealed one final sentence that changed everything. Find the land in Epe. That's where the truth is buried. Tunde looked up. His heart was racing. Whatever happened 20 years ago, it wasn't over. It was only just beginning. The following morning, Tunde, Chief Cole and Inspector Musa drove to Epe. Using the directions in his father's letter, they arrived at an abandoned piece of land covered with thick grass. Nothing looked unusual. Tunde unfolded the old map that had been hidden inside the envelope. It says the marker should be beside the old mango tree, he said. He searched the area until Inspector Musa stopped. Over here. Half buried beneath the soil was a rusted metal marker. Chief Cole looked at Tunde. This is it. With the help of shovels, they began digging. After several minutes, the metal hit something hard. A wooden chest. Tunde carefully pulled it out. His hands trembled as he opened it. Inside were old company documents, several cassette tapes, a camera, and another sealed envelope. Written across it were 4 words, open only with police. Everyone looked at one another. The truth had been waiting underground for 20 years. Back at the police headquarters, Inspector Musa opened the envelope. Inside was a memory card, carefully wrapped in plastic. It survived all these years, he said. The footage was transferred onto a computer. Everyone watched silently. The video began. It showed Tunde's father secretly recording himself. I don't know if anyone will ever see this, he said. If you're watching, it means I failed. He explained everything. Mr. Balogun had stolen millions from the company. When Tunde's father discovered the truth, Balogun threatened to kill his family unless he confessed to the crime instead. Chief Cole listened with tears in his eyes. Then the recording reached its final seconds. If anything happens to me, Tunde's father looked straight into the camera. Chief Raymond Cole is innocent. The room fell silent. Chief Cole covered his face. For 20 years, he had blamed himself. Now he finally knew the complete truth. Just as Inspector Musa prepared to arrest Mr. Balogun, an officer entered the room. Sir, what is it? Mr. Balogun escaped the country this morning. Everyone froze. How? Inspector Musa asked.
The officer hesitated. He used a private jet. Chief Cole frowned. Who approved it? The officer swallowed hard. The flight belonged to your company. Chief Cole slowly turned toward his board of directors. Someone inside the company had helped Balogun escape. The conspiracy was even bigger than they imagined. 3 days later, Inspector Musa received new intelligence. Mr. Balogun had secretly returned to Lagos. He wasn't running anymore. He was coming back for something. The police traced him to an abandoned warehouse near Tinkan Port. Inspector Musa called Tunde immediately. We found him. Within minutes, police officers surrounded the warehouse. Inside, Mr. Balogun stood beside stacks of old files. He smiled when he saw them. I knew you'd come. Inspector Musa raised his weapon. It's over. Mr. Balogun laughed. No. He reached into his pocket and pressed a small remote. A loud explosion echoed from another part of the warehouse. Smoke filled the building. People began running. In the confusion, Mr. Balogun escaped through a hidden tunnel. Tunde chased after him alone. The tunnel led to the waterfront. Mr. Balogun stood at the edge of an old jetty. There was nowhere else to run. Tunde finally caught up with him. Why did you destroy my family? Tunde asked. Mr. Balogun smiled. Because your father refused to stay quiet. You framed an innocent man. He made himself a hero. Tunde stepped closer. My father died because of you. Mr. Balogun's smile disappeared. No. He died because people are weak. Before Tunde could react, Mr. Balogun pulled out a gun. He pointed it directly at Tunde. You should have sold that pure water and minded your business. A gunshot rang out. The gunshot echoed across the waterfront. Tunde closed his eyes. Then another shot rang out. Mr. Balogun staggered backward. Inspector Musa lowered his service pistol. Drop the weapon, he shouted. Mr. Balogun fired again. Police officers returned fire. In the chaos, Mr. Balogun jumped into a waiting speedboat. The engine roared to life. Within seconds, he was speeding across the lagoon. Inspector Musa turned to Tunde. Are you hot? Tunde shook his head. I'm fine. But Mr. Balogun had escaped once again. Using information recovered from Mr. Balogun's abandoned warehouse, the police traced him to an old factory outside Lagos. Inspector Musa assembled a tactical team. Chief Cole insisted on coming. So do I, Tunde said. Inspector Musa looked at both men. This ends today. Before dawn, police surrounded the factory. No one was allowed in or out. The final operation had begun. Inside the factory, Mr. Balogun realized there was no escape. He stood in the middle of the building with a pistol in one hand. When Tunde entered, their eyes met.
You've cost me a lot of trouble.
You destroyed innocent lives.
You were too weak to protect your friend. I should have spoken the truth 20 years ago. And look where the truth brought you. I confess. I stole the company money. I framed Tunde's father. I threatened his family. I paid people to destroy every piece of evidence. Your father died innocent.
Just as police moved in to arrest Mr. Balogun, another voice echoed through the factory. Nobody move. Kunle stepped out holding a gun. He pointed it at Inspector Musa. Mr. Balogun smiled. I knew you'd come. Kunle looked at Tunde. I'm sorry. Tunde frowned. For what? Kunle's eyes filled with regret. I was jealous. I thought money would solve everything, but I was wrong. Mr. Balogun shouted, Stop talking! Shoot them!
Kunle slowly lowered his gun. No. Mr. Balogun's face changed. You ungrateful fool. He quickly turned his gun towards Kunle. A shot rang out. Kunle fell to the ground. Police officers immediately fired. Mr. Balogun was hit in the shoulder. He dropped his weapon. This time, it was over. Weeks later, the courtroom was filled. The media watched as Mr. Balogun stood before the judge. Every crime was read aloud. Fraud, kidnapping, conspiracy, attempted murder, obstruction of justice. The judge looked directly at him. For your crimes against this nation and against innocent people, I sentence you to life imprisonment. The courtroom erupted. Outside, reporters surrounded Tunde and Chief Cole. Justice had finally been served. After the trial, Chief Cole visited Tunde's father's grave. Tunde and Mama Tunde stood beside him. Chief Cole placed fresh flowers on the grave. Tears rolled down his face. Sorry, he whispered. I should have fought for you. He turned to Tunde. I can never repay the debt I owe your father. Tunde replied quietly. He would have wanted you to live differently. Chief Cole nodded. I will. For the first time in decades, the weight he had carried began to lift. Months passed. With the support of honest investors, Tunde launched his own bottled water company. He named it Pure Rice Water. The first factory was small, but business grew quickly.
The young man who once sold sachet water in traffic now employed dozens of workers. His dream was becoming reality. As the company expanded, Tunde never forgot where he came from. He created a scholarship program for children from poor families. He also started a small business fund for street hawkers who wanted a better future. During one event, a little boy selling pure water approached him. "Sir," the boy asked shyly, "can someone like me become successful?" Tunde smiled. "Someone like you already has the first qualification." The boy looked confused. "What is it?"
You haven't given up. 5 years later, television stations across Nigeria carried the same headline. Former pure water hawker becomes young millionaire entrepreneur. Journalists toured Tunde's modern factory. Thousands of workers were employed. His products were sold across the country. During an interview, a reporter asked, "What changed your life?" Tunde smiled. "I returned something that didn't belong to me." The reporter laughed softly. "That's all?" Tunde nodded. Sometimes one honest decision changes everything. One quiet afternoon, Tunde drove through the same Oshodi traffic where he once sold pure water. He noticed a young boy weaving through the cars with a bucket on his head. "Pure water! Cold pure water!" Tunde smiled and stopped his car. He bought every sachet the boy was carrying. The boy looked surprised. "Thank you, sir." Tunde handed him a business card. "When you are ready to stop selling on the road, come and see me." The boy stared at the card. "What do you do, sir?" Tunde smiled. "I started exactly where you are." The traffic light turned green. As Tunde drove away, the boy watched with hope in his eyes. And that's where the story comes full circle.
Now it's your turn. What lesson did you learn from Tunde's journey? Do you think honesty alone was enough? Or was it his determination, courage, and refusal to give up that made the biggest difference? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this story or learned something from it, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and help us grow our family of story lovers. Share this story with someone who needs a reminder that where you start in life does not determine where you can finish. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.